On the couch, Liam and his father James were enjoying the gorgeous Sunday morning. Liam's grandfather joined them from behind, clutching his chair, and added, "It's cold today." While agreeing to it, Liam's father nodded in response, and they all started watching the news together on their phones. "I don't watch the news anymore. It appears that the world has indeed changed. Consider words like cryptocurrencies and bitcoins. They are so confusing," Liam's grandfather added. Liam agreed to the same feeling. At this moment, Liam's father offered to explain everything to them if they would only pay attention for the next 10 minutes. Let's begin with the fundamentals. Bitcoin is simply an acronym for decentralized money. Consider the money we have right now. It is controlled by the government and banks. However, this is not the case with Bitcoin. Supply and demand are the ones who decide its value. Think of it like jewelry. Because so many people buy them on holidays like Christmas or Valentine's Day, their prices rise. However, on some days when no one goes to the market, their prices drop dramatically. People now believe that this might just be a pastime and won't bring in sizable revenue. However, if you look up Eric Finman, you may see how he used the $1,000 that his grandmother gave him for college when he was 12. He used it to invest and become the youngest cryptocurrency millionaire in history. So let's start with the first question, which is who exactly created Bitcoin? To be honest, no one knows his name except that his sign is Satoshi Nakamoto. No one thought the currency would function at first. Even a man named Laszlo Hanyecz traded 10,000 bitcoins in exchange for 2 pizzas. Consider how he might have already been a millionaire if he hadn't used the bitcoins that day. In terms of its operation, the blockchain is the foundation for both the entire Bitcoin network and other cryptocurrencies. Before we go any further, let me define blockchain and explain how it works. Consider 2 or more boxes connected by chains. Imagine the box containing data, a hash that serves as the block signature, and a previous hash that came from a previous container. Each box in this section is linked to the one before it. Now, each block on all blockchains receives a complete update whenever there is a change in the Bitcoin system, confirming the activity. Imagine it as a Google document file that is shared with a large number of people. If the document is updated, the latest content is highlighted for all to see. It is known as a stake of work. Certain users, or should we say miners, confirm that the new updates have occurred. Following a data update, fresh payments and the associated bitcoins are transferred from one user to another. Every 10 minutes, this procedure is repeated. People used to keep their bitcoins in their hot wallets or online accounts back when it all started. However, there are also cold wallets available nowadays, which typically resemble USB devices. You can easily transfer or receive money from anyone by plugging it into any computer, writing down the 24-digit passcode on it, and pressing enter. Since they are essentially using the offline version, they only receive updates when you connect them to the online service. However, if you forget your password, like US journalist Mark Frauenfeld did, you might lose up to $30,000 in assets very quickly. Prior to 2018, users would appear when money was transferred, but this feature is no longer available. When it comes to sustainability, many people believe that it will vanish in the future, but in reality, Bitcoin accounts for 60 to 77% of the total crypto asset economy. Even in times of inflation and war, the market capitalization of Bitcoin is $318.74 billion. To meet the demand, only a few Bitcoins were released from the quotation at first. The smaller unit was used to divide 1 Bitcoin into exactly 8 decimal places. When it first became popular in 2009, it used to award 50 new Bitcoins as a reward. Looking ahead to the year 2020, when it was at its peak, the value went to 6.25 Bitcoins. Can you imagine what the future will be like? The price of one Bitcoin is currently $16,558 and 58 cents. The legal position of cryptocurrency, as the basis of exchange, has been fully adopted in nations including El Salvador, Canada, and the Netherlands. Currently, every industry exchanges its products utilizing Bitcoins. Think of crypto kittens that swap Ethereum for remunerated digital artworks. Another example that utilized the same principle as Bitcoin and successfully penetrated the African residential, healthcare, and educational markets is Cardano. Regarding Bitcoin alone, you may now use the currency to make purchases at KFC, Burger King, and even Subway. The only factors that matter in the trading game are how well you comprehend the idea of buying or selling Bitcoin and how the market responds. If you want to keep your money secure, be sure you use the Proton Mail and create an email specifically for Bitcoin. After discussing how Bitcoins work, the industry's acceptance of them, and their true significance, let's discover some of the fundamental concepts behind trading secrets. I believe using the monochromatic chart will be the best option for you. It seems that when you log into the platform, you'll get to see so many charts and be able to grasp the transaction. The same considerations apply as they do in the stock market. It is a bullish market, and you can invest in it for the long term if you can see that the price of Bitcoins is rising steadily. Investing now will be fantastic for you. However, if the price is consistently falling, it is known as a bearish market, and you must sell your stock because it could cost you money. Moving averages, candlestick patterns, and resistance levels are other actors that can only be comprehended by trading. The main driving force behind the entire Bitcoin system is how people often store their money while avoiding the burden of paying taxes. Furthermore, unlike bank accounts, no one can hack into your account and steal your money as well. And unlike banks and other possibilities, there is a very good chance that you can multiply your savings while still paying very low costs. What else do you want to learn from me now? James' explanation convinced Liam's grandfather to finally start trading in Bitcoin, and he immediately began installing the Gemini app. Even Liam started to watch additional videos to understand more about investing. I hope the video helped you understand more about Bitcoin. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are getting value out of it. Come back soon for more finance-related videos. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Come back soon for more productivity videos.